Hey guys, Brandy here. Welcome to Sewing Back. I'm in the truck, so we're going on a field trip. We are going to Midtown to our favorite hydroponic place called Atlantis Hydroponics. They sell a lot of well, they sell stuff for hydroponics, of course, but they also sell a lot of stuff if you're thinking about starting seeds. They sell seed trays and all of those kinds of things really affordably. We're also looking, they sell these big, I think they're 20-gallon, they're 25-gallon, I can't remember, planters. I think they're like 20 bucks a piece, and what we do with them is we have planted our blueberry bushes, and so we typically plant our, like, most blueberry bushes you need to have a pollinating bush. So what we do is we typically take our blueberries and we do each variety so that they're planted in the planter together. I saw this done on Garden Answers, and I thought that makes so much sense. So we have had two that we planted this way, like they had been planted separately, and we got these planters from Atlantis and planted them. I did them with some really good soil, so I made a pretty good investment, but we had investments in our plants, so I felt like it was worth doing, and those blueberry plants have done phenomenal. Now last year we did have our early blueberries. We had one of them that got taken out. It was already blooming, and we had a late frost. And so it's pollinate. There was some pollination that was done that was okay, because the second one did produce. It just didn't produce very much. And our mid-season ones were the ones that really produced for us last year. So, and then we have a lot more that we bought last year, and we just up potted them. I think they were all put into like gallon pots or something like that. Some of them were put into Tractor Supply buckets and stuff like that, and that's kind of what we did last year. So we're wanting to get those potted. We don't want to pot them in the ground. We have kind of made that decision that we feel like we can control it better in these planters than if we planted them in the ground. We did have our soil tested, so we do have a ridge where we could plant them. My biggest issue with planting them there is deer. So if we plant them in the big black planters, we can put them along our fence line in our backyard, and the deer can't get in there. And so and the way that we're wanting to move out our backyard fence, it's going to run parallel with the culvert that's back there with the water and the stream and all that, and the deer, I mean, they're not getting there. Plus they're not going to they have not come in our backyard ever since getting the dogs. They don't want none of that. So we really haven't had any issues with them, and so we know how this fence line is going to run. And I also like it because that part of the yard, it is full sun, but it also has some partial shade. And from all my reading and stuff about blueberries, that it is good if blueberries have a little bit, make sure the radio didn't come on, if the blueberries have a little bit of shade. 14 hours of sun is probably not what you want. So so that's what we're hoping for. So that's what we're...
Continue on Chattahoochee Avenue Northwest for 1 mile.
So they always grow. They usually have big old things out here growing, like that tree. These are all grow bags. I know over there, I know they have some blueberries and stuff. And they have, if you look, they have, this is their drip irrigation system, because this is all asphalt, and they grow a lot of food out here in their parking lot.
Grow rising.
Yeah, oh, and all my little finds will be good for seed starting.
Do you need this in the front?
Uh,
we should put that in the front.
Yeah, we should put that in the front. That was a great deal. He gave it 50% off.
My $5 time.
So excited. We're planting blueberries. Why would we be planting two different kinds of blueberries?
Because they're pollinators.
Yes.
One pollinates the other. The Krewer pollinates the Titan.
So we have two varieties. I think they're both from Georgia. I know the Titan is from UGA.
Dr. Krewer is where the other one was. I think it's from Georgia too.
It is. It's from so the Krewer is from the University of Georgia, and it is being named the Krewer blueberry for Dr. Gerald Krewer, who was he is the pioneer, one of the pioneers of getting, essentially it sounds like getting blueberries started here in Georgia, and particularly the programs at UGA. So it is a pollinator to the Titan. So these two are going to get planted in this 20-gallon bucket that we got from Atlantis Hydroponics. We paid $19.99 for it. We love these buckets. They're really good quality. And you can order them down. You can order them online. They have really great shipping prices. And I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not an affiliate. I'm just trying to help a small business in my home state. So, we're going to put, what were you saying? It's a spider what?
I said it's a Spyderco 2, or Spyderco Dragonfly 2. It's a small knife, but it broke. So I have to send it back with $5 cash hidden in it somewhere for shipping back. But for this kind of stuff, I love that little knife. I don't know why it broke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a sad day.
Well, I'm going to send it back. I keep saying I said it for like a year. Where'd we get this dirt? That Rocky Mountain? Gosh.
It's not Rocky Mountain.
I'm not gonna cut my throat with that knife safety I just demonstrated.
Well, I didn't mean for you to put the whole bag in there.
It's got a lot of room.
Okay.
It'll be good for first layer.
Okay.
No, you're not supposed to stick your knife in there, but
It's
guess
cold.
what? I just did. I am going to.
Will that stay on there?
Well, it's supposed to.
I hope so. Because a lot of our tags that we did that were supposed to be garden tags last year, they washed off and...
Can you see it?
Yep. It was kind of a mess trying to figure out what was what.
I got the
Handle. I just saw it. That's probably the bad thing about planting stuff in a Tractor Supply bucket.
They got handles on all the buckets. It's not unique to Tractor Supply.
I just meant a bucket like that.
I just want to apologize to the Tractor Supplies damming all their buckets, but they all have a handle. This is one we drilled holes in.
Yeah.
So that's why we planted it.
Can we get that plant growing in there out?
You mean this stuff?
Yeah, I think that's that may be some chickweed. I don't know.
I think everything's chickweed.
No, some of them are cleavers and some are chickweed, and I think the earlier
I'm not worried too much about
are chickweed.
Pulling the roots out, but I will. I will a little bit. Plant on one side, and this is the Titan. I suppose I could put this on later, but guess what? I'm gonna do it later. I was thinking I'm gonna mix them up, but they'll probably get mixed anyway. Be careful. See it. You could plant them in 2 buckets if you wanted, but
well, the
I don't
reason
know why.
the reason we do this is we saw this a few years back on Garden Answers. I can link her YouTube channel,
Yeah,
and
that's where we learned it.
And we did this with a couple of our other ones that were planted separately, and they started doing so much better when we planted them this way. So I kind of
close enough together they can pollinate, and I don't think we save a little room. They never have so far gotten too big to handle it. If
yeah.
they do, then we
can always up pot them, but
separate them or
yeah,
just live with it.
So she said with hers, I thought she said that she just prunes,
yeah,
and then she just makes more plants. And if she doesn't need them, I think she gives them away and stuff like that.
It's already falling off. What did I put on there?
That one is not the Titan. That one is the creamer.
Well, I put Titan on it. See, I've already screwed it up.
Oh yeah.
Well, now we're never going to know.
The Titan's got more of a purpley
this is the compost
stem. Yeah, so we're going to put some compost.
There's no water left in there. I don't think you're going to need the whole.
No, you won't need that whole part. But when we transplanted our other ones in, we have 2 other ones in our side garden over here, and they did so much better. They've had more growth, and so it's been a success. So we've had 2 growing seasons doing it this way, and I like it better. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to do with our blueberries now.
They're solid.
Yeah.
These are not like the and I don't know anybody at Atlantis Hydroponics. They've just been nice to me.
Yeah.
They're not like these cheap ones you get when you go buy the plant. These are solid.
They are.
Already have the holes in the bottom.
Yep.
Right there. You don't have to drill holes in them. But I don't know I don't know much about them, but they've always been solid.
And what I can say about it, this is something you could totally do on your patio as long as you get enough sun. And remember, blueberries do like a little bit of shade. It's supposed to make the berries actually a little sweeter. So keep that in mind. So if you have a patio that gets, you know,
I think I broke that one.
Sun, it'll be okay. Sun and shade, then
and you can control the pH.
Yep.
More. Well, I know you said that earlier.
Yep.
They would need a low pH number, which I think is a more acidic.
It is. It's more acidic soil, and you can.
I can't remember I thought it was 4.5, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Yep.
You had to look it up.
So, but anyway, and then there's amendments you can get to. Go ahead.
It's 20 gallons of dirt. It's heavy.
It is. They are heavy. So
try to do it near where you're going to keep them.
Yes, absolutely. So
right now, it's going to be right here.
No,
it's not going to stay.
It's got to go in the garden so the deer don't get it.
Well, I should have done it in there.
Well,
you're going to have to help me.
I will in a minute. Anyway, I will put a link to his business, which is called Atlantis Hydroponics. I think I said he was in Midtown. He's not in Midtown. He's just right kind of on the line of Fulton County and Atlanta.
It's off Howell Mill Road if you live around here.
Yeah, it's off Howell Mill Road if you're local. And I think you'll see some of the stuff in the video. But anyway, I'll leave a description there if you're interested in supporting this small business. And but if not, look local, find your local places, and get you some blueberries. You can put them on your patio. You could put them like we do in our raised bed gardens and things like that. You can plant them in the ground. You're going to want to read up on your area, and if that's something you wish to do. And deer do love them, so be mindful of that. They're probably its #1 pest, even worse than the birds. So anyway, with that, I hope you found value. If you did, we would love a thumbs up. If you're enjoying our content, we would appreciate if you would subscribe to our channel, or if you know someone you think would enjoy our content, please consider sharing our channel. That helps us grow our platform, and we appreciate it very much. And with that, it's getting pretty cold and it's getting dark, so we're gonna say see you next time. Bye.
Bye.